Do you ever notice how you keep restarting the same thing? It could be the diet, gym routine, goals, habits. You go hard for a few days, maybe even a few weeks. 1 month later, you're back at it again, square one. So the question is, why do you keep starting over instead of continuing? The first point is why you even started in the first place. You started most likely because of motivation. Motivation is a tricky thing. It's like Nas in a car. It gets you fast real quick, but it will eventually and quickly run out. Motivation can even be seen as a trap. It could be a new year, yeah, it could be a new month, it could be a new week, or it could just be random inspiration. It could be your favorite YouTuber, it could be a short on TV. It will come, motivation will come, and it's great when it does come, but it also fades. And motivation is also can be linked to dopamine, the thing that we talk about all the time. Okay, when you're starting a new thing, you get a taste of who you can become, and that alone gives you the motivation to do that task. But day one comes, day two comes, day three comes, and you hit certain hills and certain hiccups, and the motivation fades and the discipline remains. And if you do not have that discipline, then what else can you do? It's another point that really hits me hard in particular, and it's the all or nothing principle. If you haven't noticed, I actually slowed down editing with videos because I just want to upload more. I just want to record more. I want to upload more. See, some people who fall into this principle could call themselves perfectionists, but in reality, they're just lazy. If I miss one workout, I can't do it at all. If I miss one bad meal, I can't do it at all. Like for me, if I don't track one of my meals, I always remember to do it later, even if I'm off. So even if I don't measure it, I still eyeball it. I still try to guess because there's one thing about missing, right? Then there's one thing about doing it shitty. I mean, it's like in school, right? There was an F, but there was also a zero. You got an F if you did horrible, but you get a zero if you did nothing at all. In life, it's a little bit different because we have the compound effect. So when people miss one workout, they miss one diet, they think, oh well, I guess I might as well just quit. It's like that. That's actually the opposite of you could do. I rather you do something really, really shitty and terrible than not do it at all. There's people who are so damn. I put on no chapstick. Crazy word. I think a really good example of this is the first time I actually went to bench press. First time I went to bench press, man, these fucking dogs, bro. First time I went to bench press, I put 135 on the bar. You heard me right, 135. The bar came crashing down on my neck. Okay. Now, it did rest on my chest, and thankfully, there was a guy who was like twice my size right next to me, and he picked up the bar like a curl. That day, I could have literally just quit. I was already skinny. Who cares? I literally could have just quit, right? But instead of saying I'm bad, I accepted being a beginner. See, there's a big difference between being bad and being a beginner. If you just started something, you're just a beginner. If you miss one study session, one workout, it doesn't mean you should quit. You say, damn, and then you do it tomorrow. Put no emotional attachment to it. When you put emotional attachment to it, it actually makes it worse. Sometimes we do this in order to hype ourselves up, be more disciplined, give us motivation. Oh, I missed the workout. I'm so angry and I'm so mad and I'm going to hit it hard tomorrow. But that just adds negativity onto the activity, right? So say you miss another workout. Oh shit. Then you get angrier and then you get angrier and then you start getting mad at yourself. Now you have negative emotions associated with the activity and now you never do it at all. Trust me, right? So it's best to just, if you miss a habit, you miss a workout, you missed this, you didn't start it yet, be like, okay, do it tomorrow, do it again, do it the next day. So instead of adjusting all the time, instead of quitting all the time, just restart. The real problem is the identity. You see, everything that you do, and I talk about identity so much, it's honestly getting tired, but it's such a good, solid point because this is the core of self mastery. Anything that you do is because of your identity, is because what you tie yourself to, and it's about what you tell yourself that you are. So the truth on why you would start over a habit, a trait, and or even quit is because you just don't see yourself as the person to do that thing. So what happens is you act disciplined for a short amount of time, and then you naturally fall into your default self. You see, you didn't see yourself as the person to do that thing. That's why you just fall back. Starting something new, it feels good. It feels awesome. Starting a new routine, a new plan, a fresh start. But when you keep starting something new, nothing ever compounds. You get a dopamine hit from the beginning, but what about week 2? What about week 3? What about week 64? You see, the dopamine hits and the motivation should come from you saying that, damn, if I stick with this for 15 weeks, how would I look? How would I act? How would I be? That's what inspires me to read some of these books in the background. I don't even like reading like that, but it's always like, what new information can I put in this video? What new habit can I adapt to? What new information can I learn? I'm not thinking, oh, look at me, I'm so cool in the present moment for starting this, for reading this now. Or I'm thinking, what can my future self be? What will my future self do? I'm projecting it onto a new reality. It's like how I say all the time, some people could have amazing genetics, but they never hit the gym. There's a reality out there where that person stuck to it for 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 15 years. They're the most jacked person in the gym, right? They're the most in shape person they know because they stuck with just one habit. They just stuck with it. Sometimes we have to turn off our feelings and just go. I swear, man, with a lot of these habits too, they seem harder in your head. Your brain is going to revolt. It's going to go into a lizard mind like state, a survival based state where it's like, oh, I just want to be comfortable. I just want to be comfortable. I don't want to do this. I want to be comfortable. I don't want to get out of my comfort zone. But beyond the comfort zone is growth. And if you give up and if you keep restarting and restarting and restarting, I was going to create a new YouTube channel. Didn't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stick with this one. Because how can you ever expect yourself to get lucky if you don't do something every day? Luck doesn't come from the guy who buys a lottery ticket once, if we want to use that example. It comes from the guy who buys a lottery ticket 50,000 times. So the more you get in, the more you get out. But what people don't say is that it's actually tenfold, because not only do you have the compound effect, but you also have little hints of luck here and there. And all it takes, man, is just ignoring your feelings, getting the work done, sticking to it. And then 5-10 years, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm so happy I did that. So the best advice really is to focus on continuing imperfectly. You will never get perfection. Do not expect perfection. Perfection comes from a million reps. That is when people become perfect. That is when you get the perfect jump shot. When you did it not 15 times, but a million times. There's a quote from Atomic Habits that is like, if you miss once, it's okay. But if you miss twice, that's the start of a whole new habit. Because we already have habits. We're already consistent. We're just not consistent in the right ways. The best thing to do if you're not feeling it is to lower the intensity. but stay consistent. Have that shitty workout. Just have it. Have that shitty study session. As long as you continue it, it programs it into your mind and it uses it as a habit anyways. Even if it was terrible, even if you meditated for like, let's say 5 minutes, good. You just started a new habit. Tomorrow could be shitty. The next day could be shitty. But then day 7 could be pretty good. It's just consistency beats intensity every single time. If one person has one consistent workout versus another guy, I know we always using the workout example. I know. But one person has one intense workout versus the other person has 100 okay workouts, who's going to be in better shape? It's not the people who start the most that succeed. It's the people who stay consistent and keep going. Because the only true failure comes when you completely give up. That's it for today, guys. Peace.